Visitor Center. We've cleared our schedules to go on a vacation this summer. Our destination is on the other side of the ocean, the Azuri Islands. Inside the visitor center on the island, tourists from all over the world are figuring out their next stop by the counter. The sea breeze makes their brushes rustle, and a colorful promotional flyer spirals downwards. It lands at my feet. Chirpy Island Ecological Evaluation Event. Island Experience Reviewers, limited time recruitment.
You have a good eye. This is a hidden gem our tourism bureau recently developed.
It doesn't sound like a typical tourist activity.
Correct. Chirpy Island is in the southernmost region of the archipelago. It's not officially open to the public yet. However, to develop more tourism routes, the Tourist Board is hosting an annual event for island experience reviewers.
This year's experience is about visiting a small island to evaluate their newly developed ecotourism routes.
Chirpy Island is rich in natural resources and maintains the most pristine tropical island scenery. Set sail for an adventure, go for walks in the rainforest, and observe rare bird species. All kinds of activities are available. Most importantly, even during peak tourist season, you don't have to worry about crowds. It's a cozy hideaway for two.
The staff's words drift around my head, my heart like a gentle sea breeze. I'm tempted.
But
something seems to cross her mind. Hesitation flickers in her expression.
The only caveat is, because of the protofield's influence, the creatures on Chirpy Island have become exceptionally clever. You might occasionally encounter some mischievous animals that could surprise you.
If I can handle wanderers, then this level of mischief shouldn't be worrisome. On the flyer, the island is surrounded by verdant forests and emerald waters that shimmer like translucent jade. Summer days always slip away quickly. I need to make the most of this and create some extraordinary memories. I'll ask him to try this out with me. The Tourism Bureau's ferry is about to dock, and Xavier and I are already basking in Chirpy Island's sunlight. Xavier faces the shore as he unfolds the map. He skillfully plans our route.
The island's only hotel is having their soft opening. It's some distance away from the pier. After the ferry docks, we can take our time walking there and admire the island's unique mangrove forest.
I'll let Captain Xavier lead the way. However, the blue sky suddenly changes as the ferry docks, rain falls. With no time to admire the scenery, we hurried toward the hotel, one holding the umbrella, the other with the luggage in tow.
Wait, why did you bring a Bun Bun umbrella?
The almighty and strong Bun Bun volunteered to shield us from the wind and rain. Also it matches.
But judging by its expression, it doesn't seem very willing.
Did you forget that its mouth is always turned downward? After a short while, a wet grey bird suddenly darts under our umbrella. It joins our little group. Are all the birds on Chirpy Island this friendly?
Its wings are completely soaked. It probably can't fly.
But the little grey bird shows no intention of resting. It continues to flap its wings vigorously.
Maybe it doesn't want to stay dry. It could be trying to lead us somewhere.
The rain is letting up. Should we follow it and see where it goes? It can be our captain for a while. Curious, we follow our little bird captain to a tree deep within the mangrove forest.
It stopped. Sorry, but neither of us understands bird speak.
The little bird frantically flies to the treetop. It stops once it reaches an egg trapped among the branches. It's asking for our help. A moment later, the egg is in Xavier's arms. The bird is completely grey, so why is this egg bright yellow? It doesn't look like it belongs to it. Let's return the egg to its rightful owner. Wait, why is it flying away? Doesn't it want the egg? The grey bird, with the air of vigilante gradually disappears from our sight.
I guess it entrusted the egg to us.
Great, we've just become egg parents. With no other choice, we bring the egg back to the hotel. Following the Otto's reception's suggestion, we contact the local Wildlife Protection Society. The results exceed our expectations. The little creature inside this egg could potentially be a new species that needs humans to protect it. Since the sea storm has prevented the Wildlife Protection Society from setting out immediately, they'll step in and temporarily care for the bird egg on their behalf. Thankfully, we helped that little bird. A twist of fate is why we were able to rescue this egg.
Thankfully, we've partnered up again for this special mission.
Xavier pulls the soft curtain in the room to reveal a courtyard connected to the outside world. This place is perfect for Aunt Birdie's new home.
Then let's get our little guest checked in.
After setting up a simple bird nest in the courtyard, Xavier checks for any potential safety hazards to ensure the hatching environment is foolproof.
The nest is sheltered from the rain, all the hard objects have been cleared away, and there are no gaps where it could get stuck. This new home should be very safe for our birdie.
No wonder Puffball and the others adore you, Xavier. You're a bird whisperer who makes them feel safe. Xavier appears behind me, his gentle voice floating above my head.
Security and affection have the same value to you? Okay, I'll remember that. Security comes in various forms, though. And the security I want to give you is different from what I give to birds.
To welcome our birdie, I've been looking at recipes for baby bird formula. Meanwhile, Xavier uses his Evo to provide light for the egg during these rainy days. This batch has the best texture and tastes good. It's my most successful attempt. Try some. Xavier's expression turns inscrutable as he stares at the indescribable substance I'm holding up to his lips. I do like his fit today.
Are we sure anything that has this color is edible?
You don't have any right to comment on that, especially with your cooking skills. It's just fruit puree. That's why it's sticky. And I made this batch for you. Hey, slow down! He drains the entire cup without another word. I rest my head on his lap and bask in the sunlight that radiates from him.
Can you feel it? The light I create for you is warmer than what I give to Birdie.
Birdie is the name we chose for our birdie. I guess this is what happens when you don't choose a name. Birds are smarter than you think. If it grows up and catches you playing favorites, it might hold a grudge.
If it's going to hold a grudge, we might as well give it a few more reasons to dislike us.
He leans in, and the strands of hair on his forehead almost brush against the bridge of my nose. Our quiet moment is suddenly disturbed by an unexpected sound.
Perfect timing.
I think it's Birdie. Look! I quickly jump up from Xavier's lap. With a deliberate slowness, he moves behind me.
Now it's my turn to hold a grudge.
I record Birdie's hatching process, and Xavier writes brief notes nearby.
Light yellow plumage, distinct tufts visible on head and chest area, needs verification. Time taken to hatch.
Anyone who's listening would think you're documenting a new wanderer species. I didn't expect them to hatch so quickly.
They must have been eager to meet us.
Xavier reaches out to touch Birdie, but he's pecked twice by the little birds whose eyes aren't even open yet.
They're more eager about eating than meeting us.
After eating their fill, Birdie immediately falls into a deep sleep, and we head back to our room.
They ate everything. That means your fruit puree has our seals of approval.
I was in a rush, so it could be improved. Look at the recipes I found. I opened my browsing history only to find several unfamiliar links that weren't there before. Learn bird speak from scratch and master bird speak in 10 days with 2 simple tricks. What are these? I've never looked at... Xavier?
Knowledge can't weigh you down, and you're never too old to learn.
One day, as I'm about to feed Xavier, I noticed something strange on their body. Hey Xavier, did you put this collar around your neck? It looks nice. But I feel like I've seen it here before for some reason.
Oh, that's the toy ring you bought from Otto. It got stuck on them after we played this morning. I can't remove it.
Oh no. What should we do? Has our birdie been living too well? How did they get so round? I look at Xavier and try to remember how they ended up so plump. Xavier sits on the carpet and flips through Chirpy Island Bird Guide, Volume 5.
Let's see if this book can help us find Birdie's ancestors.
You're already on the 5th volume. You still haven't given up? Speaking of which, where's the bird? Xavier looks around and makes his hoodie face me. There's a small tuft of yellow feathers peeking out from inside. Oh, that's adorable. You're sleeping in your hood again. Is it comfier than a bird's nest?
You're welcome to crawl in and see for yourself.
I'll let them have it. They don't even need to flip over to sunbathe anymore, since they're not leaving your hood anytime soon. Aside from lounging lazily in Xavier's hood and not wanting to move, Xavier has an incredibly enormous appetite. I watch as Xavier catch a fish with every cast of his rod, then Xavier devours it with every pick in the basket. We have a new saying, huh? Xavier loses every fish he catches. Should we stop fishing for today?
It's okay. I'm not tired.
I'm worried Xavier might overeat. Look at them! They're so fat! Xavier tips Xavier
They're
out
a
of the
growing
fish
birdie.
basket.
A little extra food won't hurt.
Xavier places Xavier, dizzy from overeating, back into the fish basket. Why did you put them back into the basket if we're heading back?
I'm not going home empty-handed.
Nice. You got a bird for a catch. Now I finally understand why Xavier is so round now.
Why?
It's hard to explain, but apart from controlling their food intake, we also need to make sure they get more exercise. Or maybe I need to rename the bird to Fat Ass or something. To address this, I asked Otto to quickly deliver a bird exercise wheel. I placed Xavier on it. Alright, bird.
They're lying down again.
No! That's not what we're supposed to do. Xavier turns the wheel a few times. While Xavier doesn't move, they happily bob their head up and down. Why are you turning it into a pirate ship ride for them? This is an exercise wheel!
Oh, is that how you're supposed to use it?
What should we do? Our birdie is too clever. Even putting food outside to trick them into chasing after it won't work.
What about this?
A speck of light appears at the top of the wheel. Xavier is using his Evo. Xavier stares at the light for a while. Then they finally start chasing it. They're moving! Shiny things really do get their attention! But since they're moving in the same relative position to the light, they won't catch up to it, even if they start galloping. Seeing this, Xavier quickly packs his bag. Then he slightly lifts his arm and invites me to take it.
We'll let them chase an uncatchable star, and we'll go out and chase the waves and wind.
But Xavier...
Don't worry. The light will disappear after a while. It won't turn our bird into a machine.
Reassured, I put on my straw hat and grabbed Xavier's arm. I prefer the star. I don't need to chase after you because you'll wait for me. After trying out the exercise wheel, Xavier's passion for working out has become unstoppable. But they still can't fly, so their outdoor workout currently consists of kicking fruit around on the beach with their bird friends.
The fruits you want to kick are over there. None of them are on me.
I throw over 2 more lychees to lure away the little birds that surround Xavier.
I can't believe these birds can resist eating lychees. They'd rather kick them around.
Maybe they're tired of them. Just thinking about eating another hotel meal set with the exact same food would make me lose my appetite too.
We need to change the dishes. But there aren't any chefs around here who can handle such an important task. I guess I'll have to step in.
Wait, he's about to cook? Oh no! After Xavier's phone call, 4 autos worked together to put a small food cart in front of us.
The cart, signboard, hot pot base, and seafood skewers you ordered have been delivered, sir.
Oh, thank goodness it's not that cooking.
I saw this unused food cart at the hotel entrance last night. We can put it to good use.
The food cart appears to have been redecorated by the autos, and the ink on the signboard is still wet. Xavier's snacks.
Skewer hot pot. It'll be an unprecedented specialty on Chirpy Island.
I wanted to change, but not like this. Seeing Xavier's eager expression, I could only nod solemnly. I always knew I could count on you! The skewers are almost done. Xavier's face, flushed from the hot pot steam, almost matches the sunset. I jump up from the lounge chair and grab a fan from the table to fan him. Wow, even his ears are red.
It's not ready yet. And this isn't barbecue. You don't need to fan them.
I'm not fanning the skewers. I know they're not ready yet, but you're about to be fully cooked. Xavier presses the back of his hand against his face.
Is it obvious?
Yeah, you're medium well. Soon after, Xavier's snacks gain more customers. Xavier and their friends arrive. Unlike me, who's forcing myself to eat, the birds seem to have a particular fondness for Xavier's culinary creation. They compete with one another to get a piece. The target audience for Xavier's cooking isn't humans, These misbehaving customers refuse to wait in line. They even go straight to the pot to snatch food with their beaks. The bird with the longest feathers seems to be heading toward the pot too. Despite Xavier's timely intervention, a selection of the poor bird's feathers is burnt by the hot pot. At least it safely escaped.
It's okay. Your feathers will shine again.
The other birds gather around it. They chirp and chatter. Did you hear that? The birds are complimenting you. Wait, are the birds complimenting you? I lock eyes with Xavier. We stare at each other in disbelief.
The skewers weren't poisonous, so we shouldn't be hallucinating, right? Is there a traitor among them that doesn't speak their native language?
We turn toward the sound and see Xavier waving their wings at us. They are the source of those mysterious words. Now I know what they mean by setting the world on fire with some tweets.
The Wildlife Protection Society said they might have a talent for language mimicry, but I didn't expect it to happen so suddenly.
What's even more surprising is that their first words were a compliment for you. How Birdie and I are on the same page.
Why does the bird get to be on the same page as you?
Because, as it happens, I also want to compliment the guy who's willing to get himself roasted just to make sure I get to experience something special.
I'm roasted and smell great. If you don't believe me, you can sniff me.
After witnessing Xavier rescue their companion, Xavier started to believe more in the power of light. Their wings grew stronger, and they began to learn how to fly. They often pestered Xavier to create shooting stars with his Evo to help with their training.
There's still time to change the direction.
I can't predict where that star will appear next. Isn't this flight training a little too difficult?
They requested it to be hardcore. They're more energetic now. Maybe they found a birdie they want to protect.
Or maybe they were impressed by your heroic display that day, so they want to grow up to be a Lumiere bird. I'm about to tease them more when my watch suddenly emits a sound I haven't heard in a long time. Xavier, there's a wanderer! Xavier's flight training is cut short as we immediately head out to investigate.
This island is affected by a protofield. A wanderer appearing was only a matter of time.
This is the place the watch listed. There's nothing here though. We scan the area around us, but our surroundings are empty. Suddenly, I feel something picking at my feet. I look down. Is this it?
It doesn't look as fierce as the wanderers we've seen before. But since we're on Chirpy Island, it's not really surprising.
The wanderer before us, an owl-like creature, has its beak wide open. It angrily chatters in our direction.
Let me correct myself. It can let out a vicious bird screech. It's very fierce.
The wanderer continues to assault on my shoes. Why is it only attacking me? Why do wanderer birds also give you special treatment?
Is it because you're standing on its actual target?
I awkwardly step back to reveal a seashell. The bird immediately starts pecking at it. It ignores us. Doesn't it resemble Fluffy, the wanderer we met in the field of flowers?
There could be ecological similarities between Chirpy Island and that place.
After we record our findings and report them, the wanderer, who had enough fun with the seashell, directs its curiosity towards us. It's watching us. I don't sense any hostility, but that wide-eyed stare is still intense.
I wonder if it could have friends with that personality. If Birdie were here, I think I just heard its voice. Huh?
Huh. A yellow blur crashes into the space between us and the wanderer. Xavier strikes a heroic pose. Their intense, vigilant gaze lands on the wanderer.
Stand behind!
They really did appear like Lumiere.
Lumiere's entrances aren't this dramatic.
We crouch down to pat Xavier's round, plump head. Then we give them a round of applause for their bravery. Looks like the spirit of Lumiere will live on in our birdie. I wonder what the actual Lumiere thinks.
I think he's going to name them Lumiere Bird.
With Lumiere as their role model, Xavier always pretends to be a hero when they're outside. They stand up for the weak. But after learning about our upcoming separation, they've retreated into their nest to sulk. After being absent for a whole day, they lead us to the garden, which has become a bustling bird sanctuary. There are so many birds. Be careful. Try not to step on any of them.
Are they having a bird party?
Noticing our arrival, the birds grow increasingly excited, and Xavier suddenly lets out a loud cry.
What kind of code is this? Chirp, 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 chirp?
Xavier and several of their companions carefully carry a bird's nest in their beaks. They glide towards us. The nest is lined with colorful feathers, and a familiar yellow plume sits on top of it.
I heard that birds use feathers to recognize their companions. So they brought us these to show that they've accepted us as one of their own. Even without these feathers, we'll still remember you.
Take good care of yourself from now on, okay? There are many birds who need your help. The feather on Xavier's head twirl excitedly before they flick their tail. Then they dive into my arms.
They're already recognized as Lumiere bird in the avian world, but they still like to hug you just like when they were a fledgling.
Compared to the actual Lumiere, I'd say they're not as clingy. What do you think? With us joining the party, the bird celebration quickly reaches its climax. Suddenly, the doorbell rings from outside the courtyard.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Xavier and Miss? I'm from Wildlife Protection Society. I see you two have a deep bond with it and gained a few feathered friends. I believe our Bird Inn project will be able to move forward now.
Bird Inn? When you first contacted the Wildlife Protection Society, you suggested the courtyard be transformed into a bird inn. Even if it was meant to be a surprise, I can't believe I didn't find out about this. You're really good at keeping secrets, Xavier.
We still have time to create the most important feature for our bird inn. The sign.
After we write our names on the small blackboard, I think about the other things we could add. How did you come up with this idea in the first place?
If Birdie hadn't met us, they would probably need a place like this to stay at. It could also accommodate other birds that have nowhere else to perch. It was a simple thought. It's nothing special.
Even though it sounds simple, actually executing it isn't easy.
Huh?
As the idea gradually takes shape in my mind, I sketch outlines with the chalk. Think about it. The universe is vast yet too stingy to provide rest stops that travelers can visit. You're providing a sanctuary for these tiny creatures. You've given them a place where they can stay or leave whenever they wish. I set down the chalk. On the blackboard is a small planet with a tiny bird perched on top of it. Surprise flashes in Xavier's eyes after he sees my drawing. It melts into tenderness.
I hope this inn can become a safe, beautiful planet for birds. Exactly like your drawing.
I'm not done yet. There's still more. I take his hand and guide him as we fill the blackboard with countless stars using colored chalk. Aside from your balcony and this bird inn, you're also a safe harbor. That's why you radiate a radiate a magical charm that attracts these small animals.
Is the small animal next to me also attracted to my charm?
I press my whole body against his to let him feel my reliance on him.
You can stay like this and treat me as your safe harbor, but you're only allowed to stay. You can't leave.